Mitch Phillip was found guilty of the non-capital murder of his common-law wife Shenelle Alexis on Monday. The case was brought against the Victoria St. Mark resident in connection with the May 30th, 2020 death of 23-year-old Shenelle last month at the St. George No. 1 High Court. Phillip, a joiner of Queens Street in Victoria, was 49 years old when he was charged in June 2020 as the main suspect in connection with the death of the young mother of two. His charge was based on information contained in a 7-page report done by top Trinidad and Tobago forensic scientist Professor Herbert Daisley, who found that Alexis did not die from natural causes, but in suspicious circumstances. It took officials approximately 3 weeks to determine the actual cause of Shenelle's death. A first autopsy done by pathologists at the St. George's General Hospital did not reach a conclusive determination of the cause of the death, and the state turned to Professor Daisley, whose findings indicated that Alexis died from excessive bleeding due to a botched medical operation. The forensic expert noted that some form of rigid instrument was pushed up into the private part of the deceased, who was about 12 to 15 weeks pregnant at the time of her death. The report also found that there was also evidence of force being used to subdue the deceased before her death based on impressions seen on her legs and thighs. Alexis reportedly died shortly after being taken to the General Hospital by the murderer accused during the early morning hours of May 30th, 2020. The prosecution team, led by Senior Crown Counsel Howard Pinnock, was scheduled to call some 11 witnesses to provide evidence of circumstance in the matter before the court. Attorney-at-law Jerry Edwin only had this short comment after his client was found guilty.
The worst decision a jury has ever made in the history of our courts in Grenada.
Why you say that?
We intend to appeal.
Phillip faces a maximum penalty of life imprisonment and will be sentenced on February 24th, 2023. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.